It's the first 3-4 talk of 2025.
Happy New Year! That was cute, Rob. That's cute.
I loved it.
Wait, what was that?
I tweaked it. You know, you gotta like freshen up every now and again. So.
Oh yeah. So I was talking about what you were shaking. They look like
this?
spears. Yes.
This is my buckler with my big spear, and then my backup little spears. You know,
good to have little and big spears.
Yeah. You gotta head the big spear, and then you gotta head the widow spear.
All spears welcome.
All spears.
Equal opportunity spears show.
I got a custom present from my oldest. He made double daggers. He designed them and printed them out himself.
They're so cute.
There's more for the tiny things. Maybe I'll put them in my hat.
And I don't know. I was just thinking like maybe I could do like what was it, the Mork and Mindy thing? Nanu, you know, with the yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. See, I'm old enough to know that shit.
Yeah, that is pretty old.
Yeah,
even for us old people. Wait,
it's Robin Williams. It's like classic stuff.
This way. This way.
There we go. There we are.
I don't have any spears for my hair. Sorry.
What's up, foldies?
What's up? Welcome to
whether you're a live foldie or a foldie that watches later. How y'all doing? We love seeing you here, and we missed you.
Yeah.
This is really.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. An entire year.
It's been I haven't seen you since last year, guys. Come on, like
it's been so long.
Yeah.
It feels like so many years ago.
There are neither beginnings or endings to
the length of that Christmas break.
Yeah.
I do go into like kind of like a hibernation mode whenever I take like Christmas vacation. Like I just like I don't social media. I like forget that I have people outside of my house and I don't go outside of my house. Like I go into this like severe hibernation mode. It's pretty funny.
I do that too, to be honest. In fact, some days I've forgotten that I had to do my countdown, and it's suddenly been like, "Oh, I'll go off to bed. Oh shit, no, I've got to do my countdown reel." And I had to sit there for another 15 minutes because it takes a while to actually like find the appropriate picture, and then I usually have to do a few takes trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to say, and you know, and put it together. I'm like, damn it, I was going to go to bed like half an hour ago, and now I've only just done social media.
You did it for half an hour, though. I mean, that's actually pretty quick. I don't think I've ever made a video in a short amount of time.
Oh no, that's really, really long. Like sometimes there's reels that I'll just be like, yeah, I'm gonna use that photo, and then I'll just push go and I'll say something and I'll do it in one take. I'm like, yeah, I like that. Done. And then I just add the same text to them pretty much all the time. So it's actually giving away all my secrets there, folks. That's how much effort I put into the reels. You know?
Wow.
He puts hours and hours and days into those reels.
Wow. Wow.
It's because I'm just so passionate. I know what to say straight away. And so
you're just like the most dedicated content.
I just get it done. Yeah, I just get it done like that. You know, that's what it is. So yeah. I love Mel. You're that's great. Spears are back on the menu, boys. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not the length of the spear; it's how you thrust it. Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
There we go. And what was the other something spear length joke from Braveheart? Something. Yeah, that was the you know, some men are taller than others or something, or longer than others. That was it. And it's like your mother telling me stories. Mother telling stories about me again or something. I watched Braveheart like 3 weeks ago, so it was convenient timing.
I was like, wow. I was like, did you pull that out of Braveheart memory? Because it's been a long time since I've seen Braveheart.
I mean, I watch a lot of movies. Half the things I say I quoted from various movies. In fact, sometimes I watch a movie I haven't watched in like 20 years and be like, oh, damn, that's why I say that line. It's from that movie.
Well, do you want to know what the maiden and I watched last night?
Right.
Yeah. Because it was our last night on our raid. We've been on a raid for like 7 days all over the place. And we were in a place where they use these Joe cars and everyone drives really fast. So we decided to spend our last night in the same area watching Fast and the Furious.
Oh, God.
think I've ever seen that the whole way through, and we laughed so hard because I've been spending
the first one, number
the
one,
first one, number one,
OG.
because we were like, we're in Los Angeles area, and we have been driving every day almost all over the place, and everyone goes 85 miles an hour, which I fucking love, by the way. So I was perfectly happy driving, but it was still a ton of driving. But I had like a smaller car than mine now, so I felt like really zippy, and it was really great.
Love that.
Anyway, so we had to watch Fast and the Furious.
That makes
I've
sense.
had a crush on Vin Diesel for like the entirety of Vin Diesel's career.
Yeah.
Even as Groot.
Even as Croods.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I just love him.
Oh, should have bought it. We were at Disneyland, and do you guys know that there's like a Pandora special to Disney?
Yeah.
I mean, Leigh-A, you've probably seen it. They have it in Florida too. But they have Christmas ornaments, like special, not ornaments. They're little things.
Charms.
Charms. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. They have special ones they released every holiday, and they had a little baby Groot with little lights in his little head, and it was so cute. I don't even wear that stuff, but I was like, I should just buy this Groot because it's so cute. But I did not. I refrained. You should look it up sometime. It's adorable. Anyway, tales from the other side.
Cute.
Roof Mistress Leigh-A. How are you doing?
It has been a long time since we've seen you.
We missed your beautiful face.
Yeah.
Now we have a different view on you right now.
Yeah, are you in the wetlands?
I know, right?
A lot of green shit going on.
Weird.
I very much redecorated almost my entire apartment. And not like redecorated and get new furniture. I just moved almost everything around except for my massive bed because that shit is not moving anywhere. So the cats have really enjoyed exploring the new spaces. They're kind of crazy. And I kind of love it because there's a little place for them to sit right here. So you guys might get a better view of them. For visitors, yes.
Love
little
that.
furball visitors. Although, of course, nobody's here right now.
And there's a nice big wall behind you that we can send you things to put on. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually... Here, let me...
Are you painting it?
So, I'm not painting this, but So, this is like a really awkward wall, but I hung some, a thing that I scavenged from the river up there.
Like, and driftwood?
Yeah, that's driftwood.
Oh my god, you are in the wetlands!
I know, right?
I know.
Sorry.
I'm stressing out Melindhra a little bit. Sorry.
It's not as scary as it seems, Mel.
I've become indoctrinated. So I've been over the dragon wall for long enough that like I'm starting to accommodate my roof space. But I'm eventually gonna like try to hang plants from there. I've got a couple of I've started a couple of vine plants from seeds that are going fairly well. Of the 30 pots that I put, the vines are one of the only things that actually took. I have no idea what I did wrong. So I'm really upset. It's been a lot of time working on these seeds, and the stupid vines are the only things that are working.
Seeds are really hard. Growing things from seeds is tough.
I can't do that.
I actually find it easier to grow things from cuttings than to do from seeds, unless, of course, the type of thing that can't grow from a cutting. Like, I remember one time I stupidly tried to grow thyme from a cutting, and that just dies in the glass. But if you do like, obviously mints, but you can do like, cilantro. You could do rosemary. Does not work, but what's the one that did work that really surprised me? Lemongrass. You can just take lemongrass from the pack of the supermarket, stick that in a shot glass, and eventually it will root, and then you can just have lemongrass. So
I have to say, I have successfully grown an avocado tree and a mango tree from seeds, and they're both like 8-10 feet tall now.
Wow.
So I guess I can handle very, very large seeds.
Hey,
not tiny seeds.
I've done the avocado.
That's
My
what
avocado
she
is almost
said.
2 foot tall. But I've not tried the mango seed. I did have 2 avocado plants. I ignored them for a while, sadly, and one of them did not survive. But the other one did amazing and is like a couple of feet tall. So I'll have to try the mango one at some point. So, but yeah, it's a new year. I think we should do something fun. I'm going to let's give away some memberships to the channel.
Yeah,
that will entitle folks to have fun emoji reactions. So bam, 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 bam. 5 should be going in the chat. So congratulations to Matt Stagger, to Wild Gardenia, to Screaming Spud Monkeys, to Beth Connor, and to Illuminatrix.
Wow. This is good. This is good. Good group. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go.
I love this. Rob is growing thyme. Is he the No, I tried to grow thyme and it died in the glass. I should clearly not be the creator. So, and Patrick says it's time for you to buy. Sorry, wrong one. Time for you to buy coconut milk. Try that.
Ooh.
That could be interesting.
That is a big seed.
We did grow coconuts when I was growing up in Florida. We also did Mel, I think you've done pineapples before, right? Haven't you?
Oh, yes, that's true. But those aren't technically seeds. You grow them from
the cuttings. Yeah. I was gonna say I've done turmeric that way, so it's not technically a seed. It's just like the root, and I haven't used it in time, and it starts to do things. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna plant you.
Yes, I have tragic pineapple stories.
Oh.
I have grown pineapple from like you cut off like the top inch of the pineapple and then just stick the thing in the plant. I've done that like probably 4 or 5 times since I've lived in this part of the Threefold Land, and I've gotten. And this has been over the course of how long have I lived here? Like almost 9 years. And I've gotten 1 tiny pineapple out of it. Last year I grew 2 and they looked great. But you're supposed to have like really good pineapple, you're supposed to let it ripen on the plant and not cut it too early because it's unlike
it
other
stops
things.
growing. It starts developing.
So I left it on and I was like, it's almost ready to be cut. And then the squirrels agreed. Ate
oh, that's so frustrating.
Half the pineapple was gone.
No.
It had been eaten overnight, and I was like, no.
Oh,
And then
it's
they
not
did
as
it
warm.
to the other one too.
That's terrible. It's not as warm here as is there, so I would have to try and grow my pineapple if I did it inside. So I wouldn't have to worry about that, but I would probably have to worry about the timings and making sure I did it early enough so that it kept warm enough to grow. Also, I do love just a little tail that just keeps popping in there with layers. My kitty is
getting his
on my
booty
bed.
So got his face right in my armpit, which I'm sure
he was kind of camouflaged in there. I could not tell that there was a cat. All I saw was this weird.
He's so cute.
That's so funny.
Oh, amazing. All right, folks, if you're watching, whether you're watching live or you're watching back later, we want to know about your resolutions. It's a new year. We're going to have some resolutions. We're going to talk about resolutions today. We're going to assign some to characters. We're going to talk about our own if we have any. But throw yours in chat if you have them. Obviously, if you don't do resolutions for whatever reason, that's totally fair. I'm not usually one for it myself, but I was like, I'll be a team player. Let's do it. But yeah, so throw them in chat, throw them in afterwards. If you are watching back later, you can't watch us live. Totally fair. That happens. Throw them in the comment section afterwards. You can also comment on the game we play later around resolutions. But
because we're going to be right, as we always are.
We're going to be completely
right.
You can just tell us how right we are.
As amazing as the tier list game. Please don't jump over it that way. There's too much crap over there. He's just about to jump. I got a whole bunch. Again, it's just, Cats go wherever the fuck they want to go.
I love how my cat is just like, yeah, I'm going to leave you in that room by yourself. I'm going to come in and tell you I'm hungry. Otherwise, I'm going to ignore you. So it makes my streaming days quite chill. But before we get to resolutions and our game as well, some of these resolutions coming in are great. Patrick's comment. Resolutions? Are you suggesting I need to improve? Yeah, Patrick, because nobody is perfect.
Hey, it's not necessarily an improvement. It could just be a change.
Yeah, or an addition that
Yeah.
makes you no better or worse than you were before.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. You can stay on an even keel.
yeah, exactly.
I'm really excited for Carrie's resolution because
Yeah.
we've been watching this for a long time, Carrie, and we're so excited.
Yeah, stoked for you, Carrie. Oh my god.
Yeah. Before we hop through those resolutions, do keep them coming in. We're going to try and hit stars on them so I can bring them back later. Was there anything much happen over the little break?
Just
Yeah.
Some things.
Shall we talk about some things then?
Let's talk about some
Sure.
things.
All right. I think if we're going to talk about some things, that we should probably play the appropriate intro for them. And I think it's time to enjoy the first Daily Veil of 2025.
Yeah.
Spear brothers and sisters,
It is time to cover up your face.
for the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
Just so good every time.
I missed that. I missed that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's
was so
missed
good.
you.
All right. What are we kicking off with first?
Oh, yeah, some stuff. I'm in charge. I forgot.
I'm
Me.
just trying to vamp there for you, Mel. Don't worry. We're
That's
good.
cool. I got this. I got this whole situation figured out.
Count-
Yep. All right.
Consummated professionals, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Consummated
Let's start with this one
professionals.
because it's really sweet. So our
Aw,
friend Juliet
sweet.
Howland, she said she wanted to send some thank yous to Rob and everyone at Malkier Con who raised £1,000 for chicken rescue, and to everyone who donated and named the new rescue hen. Here is Karen Golden Eyes with the new hen buoy.
So
Look at that.
that's so beautiful. Yeah,
Look
Hen
at
Bowie was
them.
named by Sulin. Sulin actually won the rights in the charity auction to name Juliet's new hen, and so she went with Hen Bowie. And
That's fantastic. I hope
yeah.
that's the grumpiest hen that ever had.
apparently,
It'll probably be
apparently,
super sweet.
yeah, I think she's mildly, like in the sweet side of the categories. So yeah, but this is great. There was this actually because the system went to send all the charity money over through the new PayPal account, and they were like, this is a new PayPal account, because I got one for the convention rather than use my own one. And it went, this is a new account, and you've just thrown random money in from Prague. We should hold on to this for a while before we give you access.
Oh no, they put like
And so-
security
Bummer.
restrictions on it.
So we had to wait. I had to wait just a waiting period, which ended up being the full waiting periods, because they were just like, "Nah, we don't care. We just gonna wait the full waiting period." I was like, "All right, whatever." And then it just came in during a holiday, and I just didn't notice in the chaos. So they got it in time for New Year's, basically, which was really great. It was in time for the next drive and buying boxes. So they didn't lose out as a result.
Oh,
But,
good.
yeah, I
It
remember
just
it
took a
happened. I was
while
like,
for
"Oh."
them to get it. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
surprised that this thank you came so late, but that makes a
Yeah,
lot more sense.
this is why it came so late. I was like, I need to clarify this. It was
amazing.
silly security features, which fair, but frustrating at the time. But no, it's great.
Can I just also appreciate what's the things called on the top of their heads? Perry hens is so cool.
Oh, mhm.
Yeah, Perry hens is
What is that called?
massive.
What is that thing called?
Their
It's not-
crown, isn't it?
I know it's their
crown,
crown, but what is
and,
that? There's a name for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the one there's a big one right in the middle. Very cool.
A big one right in the middle. Yeah, that's
It's
what
so
we like.
cool.
So Kevin complimenting nice cocks on the stream. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just need to keep that up forever.
yeah.
Technically, no roosters were
No
shown on the
roosters.
screen.
No roost. Yeah, we'll put in
Cox
the.
home. Thank you, Mary Frenzy.
Mhm.
That's what it is.
There we go.
There was
Somebody
Cox
somebody
home,
knew
but
something.
Not Cox. Just let's be clear.
The comb, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, that was really sweet. That was our largest amount ever that we've raised in the charity auction. So that that was.
Patrick is going to hell also, so just want to.
Why I've missed. What is the close enough for dinner but less so far for breakfast?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I'm not
Eat-
sure, but
eat the chicken.
we're judging. We're judging.
Okay, we're judging. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's fair. Okay. Next up.
thing. Next news, actual news.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend of the show, Ayula Smart, is doing some book
she's a big fan.
narration.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
following in the footsteps of Rosamund Pike and
Yeah.
many
So
others
she
before her.
said you can tune into BBC Radio 4 or go to BBC Sounds and listen to her reading Seaborn, the beautiful novel by Nuala O'Connor, all about 18th century pirate and fellow West Cork gal, Anne
Nice.
Bonny. I didn't know that.
Oh,
Anne
and
was
Anne
from
Bonny
West
is like
Cork.
a really, actually, if you know the history behind Anne Bonny as a pirate, it's actually really cool.
Yeah,
seriously.
I know. She's a super famous pirate.
Yeah.
I had such a lovely time working on this in the final couple weeks before Christmas. 10 14-minute episodes produced by
Sounds
Michael
cool.
Shannon for BBC Radio 4.
Nice.
That's really cool. Congrats, Ayula. That sounds fun.
And to my understanding, even if you don't live in the UK, you should still be able to hop over to like BBC Sounds and be able to listen to them online or something like that, to my understanding.
That's really cool. That's good,
Very
because that was
That
going to
is
be
cool.
my next question. Is this only on one side of the ocean, or because
I mean, if it was
spends
only
a lot of
available
time on this
if
side.
it was, yeah, if it was only available here, maybe one version of Rob might be like, well, maybe now America knows what it feels like.
That probably would be fine. We deserve it at some point.
No, here we go. So I'm Googling, can you listen to the BBC Sounds when outside of the UK? Generally, you can listen to most things on BBC Sounds outside of the UK. There will be some restrictions. So there's a chance that you can't, but the chances are more likely that you will be able to, folks. So
I hope
That is a cool cover too.
it's really cool.
It's coming up for me as being able to listen to it.
there we go.
Hooray!
Yeah, there was no point in me
That's
Googling
fine.
that because it was just going to immediately be like, yeah,
Yeah,
you can
they've
listen to it,
got
Rob. You're there. So
Episode 4 of 10 out, I think it looks like.
awesome.
Or maybe see all episodes. Oh, they do have all 10 out. Yes, and I have. It looks like I'm able to. It says listen now. Oh, yep, and it's coming up. Cool.
Wonderful.
Sweet. That's awesome. At least one part of this part of the waste, the threefold land. What just happened? What just came?
I know.
There's a
What
lot of
happened?
Wetlander influence going on
I
right
have
now.
toe.
so-
I have toe. Huh.
I had so too.
Right
It happened.
now, seriously, you are just sitting there and going,
Wetlanders.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Messed me up for good. Speaking of laughing at Wetlanders, check out this cute little. So Ayula posted like a few different, year in review type picture things, and this is one of the things that she included. This it doesn't have any sound. This soundless video of her and Yosha just having a great time, and they apparently have secret handshakes
Mhm.
already established. This bodes well, I feel.
Well, they're trying. I'm not
I
sure
mean,
they're communicating
is-
together.
yeah, is Ayula like is she wasting water from her eyes right in this scene? Like is like is she like trying
No,
to
but-
They seriously try to.
I didn't realize
they're
earlier
really
that
trying.
this says it's from the summer. I thought this was recent, but I just
No. So
saw
she
the comments
posted
now.
like these are things from last year, kind of a thing.
Yeah, she was saying like
Yeah.
she didn't post a lot. Yeah.
But yeah,
And
here
snippets from-
are some memories of the
That's
past
great.
year. But
Love it.
I just like I love it how it seems like how well they get along and how much fun they're having together, and
Yeah.
you know, hashtag spoilers. It's good. We want them to look like they enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
We do.
It would be nice if they got along, shall we say?
Yeah,
Super
pretty
cute.
cute.
All right.
Wait.
Wait.
This.
All right. We need to make that into a real. It's like, what's the best chicken joke of Wheel of Time? I don't know, whatever the shit just Rand said to Heavy Ender right now.
Well,
like,
Rand tells a joke about a chicken in a well. And they are like, but what happens to the chicken? No, it's about the water.
Love that. That's so good.
That'd be good. Someone make that, Kevin.
No, Kevin,
Kevin.
I want to make that. that.
Rob is making
Rob
it.
is claiming it. Sorry.
I'm claiming it. Yeah,
But Kevin is here, so you can't control him.
this is true.
Next thing, we have some speculation we need to do, friends.
Mm.
Speculation.
Do you see all the people in this picture?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lovely group of people.
Do you recognize all the people in that picture?
I mean, not everybody in the picture. There's some
Not
people walking down
everybody.
the streets in the background I don't recognize.
So this is a picture that Rafe posted today after posting some other pictures. It looks like this whole team of writers is in Japan together. It's Rami Park and what's AKS? I can't remember her actual name.
I'm so bad at them.
I don't know. And John McCutcheon, who isn't so like a bunch of Wheel of Time writers all together coincidentally. I mean, you could think that they're all just like really good buddies after working together, you know, but they all had their schedules free to be in Japan for multiple days.
And he specifically is teasing, was this a writer's room trip for season 4?
Did he say that?
No, this is someone else
Oh, that's someone else.
theorizing.
Yeah.
And I scrolled to that post because he named who was in it, but also
Okay.
because it was pairing well with my theories that were previous to this
Yeah.
picture. I was like, Rami's in. What is he doing? What's he doing with Rami in Japan?
Inspiration.
Inspiration trip. Yeah. So
At
we
the
know
very
that-
top, he says he gets a water blessing, right? Or a waterfall or something. If you scroll up to his post.
Yeah, it's that's old man.
There it is. Yeah.
Taylor,
Morning
right
walk.
there.
Water. Yep.
And
Waterfall
there's
blessing.
the waterfall blessing.
Yes. That's cool.
And Rami got a pickle. Or
That's a big pickle.
Street pickle.
she's got
Is that a floppy water
Floppy
tree?
water pickle.
floppy water
water
pickle.
tree.
It looks like it has an infection. If
It kind of does.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody who's
And
been
then-
to Japan, tell us what's on that pickle.
I don't know, but we'll just leave Rami and the pickle up. So anyway, it gives us it
That's a statement.
it bodes well for potential things happening. I'm just gonna choose to be super optimistic about this entire series of trips to Japan with very specific people.
Agreed. I mean, if you think about it, like if they haven't started season 4 writing, they really need to get to that. Like
Right.
now. So
Yeah.
it'd be good for them to have that started pretty
Yeah.
soon here.
I feel like they did a writer's room trip, and I can't remember if it was before season 2 or before season 3. And I feel like it was like to Indonesia or something. So this gave me that same vibe. And somebody, like, either y'all correct me or somebody in chat, like, actually have the details as opposed to me pulling things right out of my
But
ass.
they've talked, yeah, you're right though. They talked about how they, found inspiration for the look of the Waygates on one of those inspiration trips. So it might not be like the writer's room starting to write, but it might be like a pre-writer's room,
Like a planning
Inspiration.
session, like to make sure that there's continuity and what are they going to cover in the next season, and
yeah. Hopefully, street pickles. Really.
Street pickles.
If we see a street pickle vendor in the next season, I'm gonna laugh very hard.
that would be so amazing.
That would be quite funny.
It'd be good.
It'd be like the Baba.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of hope, I mean, Wheel of Time has started posting some things again, and they are
did the WoT Wednesday.
Yeah, they are 1 year behind in the Year of the Dragon, but that's okay. We'll just move on with that information.
This is the year of the dog, right?
No, the snake.
The snake? Okay.
Yeah, Year of the Snake.
I apologize. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Ooh, Gnome Garden coming out with season 4. No. He said January 2023. So that was before season 3. Okay. Thank you, Gnome Garden. Yeah. So, we're getting some light social media isms from our friends at official account. So that's good news.
They even posted on Christmas.
Yeah.
They had that Frozen and Fight.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, now's a great time to rewatch. So.
And did you rewatch?
Not yet.
No.
No,
fail.
because
Just rewatched like 3 months ago.
I canceled my Prime account.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right,
you
did.
took the Taylor route. Do you want to remind people what Taylor said about that?
Yeah, okay, let's pop this down because I'm hidden on the bottom of the screen.
Sure.
So, folks, the Taylor route, as it is, Amazon, obviously they have algorithms for how shit works. Like that's their thing. They're like, this is what the computer tells us works, so that's what we're gonna do. The number one indicator for Amazon whether a show they produce on Prime is successful or not is the number of people that join Amazon Prime and make that show the very first thing they watch. Full stop. Like literally, they join Prime, they load up Prime, they go to that show, they press play. That is their number one indicator according to their algorithm, according to their computer systems. So Taylor Napier was just like, if you're able to, because obviously he understands, not everyone is like, hey, but I paid for a whole year up front, so I can't cancel it. It's valid for another 6 months. That's fair. Or I have to purchase a lot of things from Amazon because it's a business for me, or I need it for this or for that. Like there's various reasons to not lose your Amazon account. I understand that. He understands that. But if you're able to, he's like, cancel your Amazon account and then come round to March, sign back up and watch the new season of Wheel of Time before anything else. And I was like, I've done my Christmas shopping. I shouldn't really be buying things that I don't need anyway, because that's, let's be honest, what most of Amazon is, And I was like, I don't watch anything on Prime, generally speaking. Like, it's very few and far between, except Wheel of Time. So I was like, I'm going to cancel my account. And it was like, your account will expire on December 24th. I'm like, well, that's absolutely bloody perfect. So, yeah.
That is nice.
I am now unable to watch Wheel of Time until March when I sign back up again.
Your sacrifice is noted. Yeah, I'm thinking. I heard Taylor. I listened to him, and I'm thinking because we have the Amazon account in our house is run by real Matt Coffin, and I'm just like a family member on his account, so I could sign up for my own separate account just to watch real time and then cancel it again. I could do that.
Good,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've got alternative email accounts that I use for other things. So sign up temporarily. I'd have to look to see what the cost benefit is.
Yeah.
Because I do have some like subscriptions because I use a lot of cat litter with 4 cats. So I have a subscription for cat litter that I don't want to cancel. And there are some things that I like to go back and look at the history of what I bought and be like, oh, I need this again because XYZ broke and this is exactly what I got. I'm always losing headphones, so I want to go back and buy the same headphones and that sort of stuff. Plus, I do watch things like Babylon 5 is now on Amazon Prime, which I'd never watched, and I've been powering through that over the holidays. Freaking
Do you
out.
enjoy it? Do you like it?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're gonna have to do a what to watch before season 3 comes out because that would be one of my primary recommendations.
I
don't want to get too off topic, but anyway, I do watch some of the Amazon, several shows on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just answering like Blindfold, like when you sign up, you have to sign up for a month anyway, so you can only do that a few times. And I think, what was it? Matthew counts as well. March 4th reinstating, beginning of rewatch. Like, yes, signing back up and then rewatching will count, but it will count more if the first thing you watch is the new season, because they're like, oh, the new season pulled people back in or pulled people in to subscribe, and then they went and watch the old ones.
Rob, since you're the Malkier Talks Twitch account, you can technically stream Amazon on Twitch with that because they're affiliated. So
and everybody has to have an Amazon account to watch it.
On Twitch,
from what I remember.
Yeah.
Like you can watch the stream on Twitch, but you can't see the video unless you sign in through. You have to link the two. accounts together.
Okay, never mind.
Wow.
Yeah, obviously, I don't know how Twitch works.
Yeah, to do the watch party, you have
it's
to.
It's really confusing.
In essence, it's just like an agreement between the two. Like, yeah, you can stream it to all those that already have it, and then people can watch together as opposed to doing a watch party on Prime, I suppose.
Yeah, Amazon, bring the watch party back, please. I really like that.
So, I mean, upgrading from the ad version to the ad-free version, still signing up and watching Wheel of Time in any form, yeah, that will still help. Like those are all varying degrees of helpfulness. It's from basic understanding, but like the number one is to be like, new season out, I'll watch that very, very first, and then I'll go back and watch other things. It's very, as Kev's just said, it's very convoluted. So
it's such a mess. But if that's the game we gotta play, I will play it.
I mean, viewing numbers, hours watched, those are all metrics that are still measured as well, and do put into the pot to be like, yeah, this is a good, worthwhile show for us to keep making. But you know, that's like those things probably cover like 50% of the total input, and then like a fifth. I'm throwing numbers out here, but like the big one is the very first thing people watch. That is the most important measure by far, and the other measures just count. They're just like, well, this is like almost, you know, it's like they're trying to get an A, and it's like, numbers of people that are signing up to watch the show, this is getting us a B+, and then, well, let's look at the other metrics. Oh, they're all really high as well, so now it's an A, you know. Whereas like everything else could be an A, and it's like, but no one's signing up to watch it specifically, so it's still a B or a D or an F. You know, like it's heavily weighted towards what's the very first thing you watch immediately after signing up. That's just the way they do it. So
I'll probably do the no ad thing right before the show comes out, because I still have the ads, which is annoying.
We were trying to watch something on this show the other day when Rob wasn't here, and I was like, oh, I can pull up Prime, and then I was like, oh, right. I have ads. It was like I had to watch all the ads so I could play like a snippet of the show. It was a mess. It was a mess. So that's basically all the news. It was a pretty quiet week. Shall we have a cleanse and then answer?
We should do a cleanse.
From Patrick.
Oh, I just threw the answer in chat. There's a late batch on the way. Anyway, there's a cleanse. Let me change the music to something a bit more relaxing.
Do we need
And-
stabby affirmations also?
Butt rock.
There we go. You got the voice as well. Let's do the stabby affirmations, definitely.
All right. So going to.
That's our first one of the year.
Affirm me.
Negativity can kiss my ass.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Ramen
That's
rattle.
really good.
And I love your nails, Leigh-A. Those are
I just
pretty.
got them done today.
They're
I was
so pretty. Go
very,
like this.
and she mixed.
I
So
love
each
it.
hand is different.
I love
That's
it.
so cool.
Yeah,
They're sparkly. I like it.
I
Tiny.
always get the sparkly, you know me.
Love that. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna let's just give away more memberships.
Yeah.
Like, let's just do that.
Happy New Year!
Let's do that. Wash. 5 going in chat. So congratulations to Arosa, to Mary Frenze, to Miridaman, James with
Wataki?
and Critter. Hey Critter.
Aww.
How you
Critter
doing,
gets a
Critter?
membership. That's awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna take a small break, but while you intro the next.
Yeah. Why don't we intro the next thing? Leigh-A, why don't you tell us all about goals and resolutions and things of that nature? Yeah?
So, right before the holidays, we had kind of a what the hell are we going to do to start off the new year conversation? And kind of, we all started joking about how New Year's resolutions are, to be frank, kind of bullshit. And I think we universally agreed that we don't really, none of us, the four of us really do New Year's resolutions. And I'd mentioned that I'd set a couple of goals for the year, but I didn't call them New Year's resolutions. And then we just, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, we decided we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions and goal making and all that sort of stuff. So in true Roof Mistress fashion, I put together a presentation. So, as I do. So there's a couple, I said type of goals, but this should be more length of goals that we can look at. And I wanted to put these down in time frames just because I think it's important to discuss as we discuss quote unquote New Year's resolutions. The whole New Year, New Me concept. Starting afresh. I love all the memes that come out at the end of a calendar year that are like, F the previous year, can't wait for the new year, like burn in hell 2024, can't wait for 2025. You've seen all the memes, they're hilarious. So wanted to just talk about like term length that we're looking at. So long-term goals are for the future, often several years down the line. Midterm goals depends on what classes you take, but 1 to 3, 1 to 5 years. Short-term goals are more measured in months, and lifetime goals, i.e. bucket lists. So if we go to the next slide, what we're really focusing on for quote-unquote New Year's resolutions are that midterm to short-term goals. And Mel has put together a fun wheel for us to go through some specific types of goals later. But for just for now, I wanted to caveat a couple of how to make a successful resolution. So before we do that, why everybody here, we all said that we don't want to, we don't like doing New Year's resolutions. And we had a great conversation back before the holidays. And you guys wanted to go into some of the reasons why we don't like New Year's resolutions. And I think that's some of the comments that we had highlighted.
I'm happy to go first. I've been a big not getting too philosophical, but if you ever catch me at a convention and you want to talk time, I'll have a great conversation about that, because I have probably not crazy views on time, but they're related to how I look at things like resolutions. And I've never understood New Year's Eve. I've done it. I've never understood it because I'm just like, someone picked that this was the last day of the quote year, and that was the important midnight of all the other 364 ones. This one was the important one. So I've never understood it. Never really done it. Like I say, like, why is it suddenly this is now new you? Why is it not just, why I'll wait to the end of the year? Why is it not today? Coming from a procrastinator, obviously it's a little hypocritical, but it's something I've been trying to change of myself over the last, let's be honest, 10, 20 years. And I'm getting much better at it. I did a whole year where I'm like, you know what? This month I'm going to do this. This week I'm going to do that. And I achieved several random, silly things. Like I only drank water once for a month. I did eat food. I always have to clarify that one because people think it means I don't eat food. I did eat food. But I didn't drink any, in terms of drinking liquids, I didn't drink anything other than water for a month. Things like that. And so for me, like, doing a New Year's resolution, it just feels very arbitrary. It feels very much like, well, this is what someone decided as a marketing technique for something somewhere along the way. It just became the accepted norm. And I'm like, there's no, for me, logical reason for it. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I'm not really one for like New Year's resolution. I'm more just like, I'm overweight. I need to go to the gym because I'm actually unfit and I need to improve my fitness. Or I need to, get good at sending birthday cards. Or I need to get good at, doing the dishes when they need doing, as opposed to doing them when I run out of dishes. Whatever level of thing it is. So what was that one? Rob prefers to see time as more of a wheel, I suppose. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so that's always been my viewpoint. But in the spirit of this, and because it did time well with something that physically happened to me, I was just like, yeah, I suppose I can get in and pick a
right, hold that to the end.
I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say what it is.
Enemy smell. I don't know if y'all want to share anything.
Yeah, I mean, I go a little bit of what Rob said, but more that I feel like New Year's resolutions are performative and not like necessarily self-motivated, and they need to come from internal motivation to like really make a change. And that's why they're so often, cliched as, people don't keep them, right? Like people don't keep New Year's resolutions because they do them because everybody else is doing them, but not because they actually want to do them. And that's where I really struggle with it, because I also, as a person, set goals in my life, much like Rob, like just like all the time. That's kind of how I aim myself. Like I have to aim towards a goal or I feel like I'm kind of floundering. So I feel like I'm always constantly setting goals for myself. So yeah, I guess I have some similar views. But in the spirit of this conversation, I too came up with a resolution to share today.
It could be a goal, not a resolution, just a short-term goal.
It's actually, I think will qualify as a resolution.
We'll get into that. And me, some thoughts. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I do want to clarify, if you are someone who sets New Year's resolutions and be like, this is one of my things for a year, we're not trying to knock that, and we're not trying to say you're wrong. If that works for you, you find that engaging it. There's nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely great. We're just saying for us, it feels, this is the way we feel about it type thing. But if it works for you and it's what you like doing, please go and do that and don't feel bad. Celebrate it. We'll celebrate it with you. Okay. I just want to be clear. I've suddenly realized we're all just like, yes, resolutions are stupid. That's not what we're saying. For us, for us, they don't give us the purpose they might give other people. And if it gives you purpose, please do it. And please let us celebrate it with you. So.
Yeah, I think I agree with all you guys. For me, it's like I feel like all of us, but I've always embraced change. So I'm always changing. With change comes a new goal every time you change. So you buy something new and you have to adapt to that, or you get a new job, or your kid decides they like something that they didn't like before. And now you got to change, or vice versa. Okay. No more eating that vegetable because, and these sound like little things, but when you have like 20 of those things, you're constantly making yourself goals to solve one thing after another. And so for me, it's too, I do have long-term goals, but I don't want to say, okay, this year, this is going to happen because one, I don't want to disappoint myself. I do have goals for this year, but I'm not going to hold myself to, okay, this is something I have to get done by the end of this year or whatever. It's just not feasible for me. And I always felt like really disappointed. Like, oh my gosh, I fell off the wagon of, doing my walk every other day or whatever. And now I can't get back. I'm just like, I'm too depressed now because I didn't keep doing it. And I don't want to feel that way. I want to be happy with just doing this good thing that I really want to do, even if it's only once a week instead of 3 times a week or whatever. So that's just my thing. If you can stick to it, I think it's amazing. I just don't have that, in me to do something for a year. Not like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, it's like a combination of everything that you guys said. And for, before COVID, I was really good at quarterly goals. So instead of doing a New Year's resolution, I'd have like almost seasonal resolutions. So like, of course it wouldn't be per season. It'd be January to March and April, and then I would either continue doing something that I had previously done. Also, one thing that I didn't consider beforehand when I was looking at New Year's resolutions was some things that I was already working on and wanted to continue to accomplish, because I didn't feel like that was a resolution per se. Like I felt it wasn't the whole New Year, new me. Again, New Year's resolutions is to do something new, maybe not necessarily continue to achieve a goal that you could work on. And I think what I'd like us to look at tonight is, as we work through the PowerPoint presentation, look at either reframing how, talk about goals, what are goals, how do we set goals, and then just kind of reframing. So maybe, a lot of this is some of that yay, rah, rah, overpowerment. Like, we're going to be very positive as we talk about this, but I'm also going to go into some of this shit is bullshit. And here's it's all very positively put in the PowerPoint presentation, but then also try to reframe it in some way. So if you didn't finish your walks this week, that is in your mind, it's a failure. How do you overcome those failures? So we can go on, can we start with a circle slide real quick?
Yep.
And then we'll just go back through the rest of the presentation. So for New Year's resolutions, we are looking at that, somewhere between short-term and midterm goals. So when I think people, when they think of New Year's resolutions, it's a year-long goal. And one thing that I'd like us to try to reframe it in our mind is something that we'd like to accomplish this year, or things, plural, that we'd like to accomplish this year. Just because we are maybe reevaluating a goal that we had from before or creating something new doesn't mean it has to go from January to December. You can set an end date for it. And maybe it's a goal that you're going to continue to work on past December. So that's why I wanted to specifically focus on these two things, because, again, trying to say I have a 12-month goal. That's already bounding yourself unnecessarily, artificially. Let's not do that. So if we're going to create quote unquote New Year's resolutions, let's do it in a way that actually, in a time frame that actually works for the things that we want to accomplish. And it could have, as I said before, previously started. So let's go to the next slide, please. This is going to be a lot of words. So creating goals, I'm just going to go through these really quickly. I'll try to post these on the Discord so you guys can see them later if you want to come back to it. Also, I literally just Googled goal setting, and this is what came up in the Google AI. And I was like, oh, I actually don't hate this. So I only reworded a couple of things. But first of all, identify your values and your goals. So something that reflects your aspirations and what you truly want to do. It could be career, health, relationships, or personal development. Pretty simple. This one, I really wanted to emphasize, set SMART goals. So, and SMART is underlined for a reason. It's because it is an acronym. you want it to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So when you say something like, I want to go for a walk every day, that's measurable. Is it achievable? And is it relevant? Sorry, Mace, I'm picking on you a little bit. So goals like that, going to the gym every day, like doing something like that. Sometimes they're not achievable. They may be relevant. Is it time? That's not time bound. So you need clear, concise, actionable goals. And that is more of a plan. So I want to go on a walk every day. Why do you want to go on a walk every day? It's to achieve something. So it's either I want to feel better physically. So how am I going to do that? And what does feel better physically mean? Or I want to get fresh air every day. And a way to do that is, like I work out of my apartment every day. So I want to change up my environment. So things like that. Like, so what is the purpose of that walk?
Yep.
So sometimes we set goals that are the plan. What we think is the goal is the plan, but we don't have an actual goal in mind. So which comes down into the next one. You want to break, and for that short-term to mid-term goal that we're creating, you want to create smaller, manageable, actionable steps that you can take, create a roadmap. So how are you going to do that? So if you're, it's like, because I've done that before, like, and I know a lot of people are like, I'm going to go to the gym every day, or I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week. Why are you going to the gym? Going to the gym, are you going to just sit in the locker room? That's going to the gym. I mean, I know gyms around here that have saunas. I'd go sit in the sauna every day. Like, spend all that money to just go. So what is your purpose of going to the gym? So, and then from that plan, it's, and this is, we'll get into some tips in the next slide. But, just break it down into bite-sized pieces. So especially if you're getting into something that is more than a couple of months long. So like a couple of months, you're able to take smaller bite-sized steps. When you get into something that's probably more than 3 months, you want to create several possible milestones, places where you can reevaluate. The plan, we'll get into a little bit more tips in the next slide. So I don't want to go too much into that. And then staying motivated and focused. This is where I'm not going to downplay the positive side. So this is where we're going to be happy cheerleader. Find points in this goal where you can celebrate it. And this is where coming up, that first bullet point, coming up with basically like kind of a mission statement of what your goal is important, because what are your milestones to accomplish that goal? So if your goal is to
sit in the sauna 5 times a week.
Sit in the sauna 5 times a week. Yeah. So, but maybe that's like, I need to, so maybe from sit in the sauna 5 times a week. Yes. The sweat tent resolution. I love the sweat tent.
My kind of resolution.
I know. Right. But maybe it's, I need to create a more centered, persona. So if I'm able to go to the sauna 3 to 5 times a week, and I am feeling more grounded, and my outcome is to have a more positive life view. And then you sit down and you like, and you're like, I'm going to do that. Also, I'm going to like annotate, here's my moods, and keep track of. So it's not just like, a lot of it is tracking, and everybody's got different ways to do this. So like, I'm not a journaling person. Some people like journaling. And that will help you track things. So, and then this is how goals and resolutions like start to blow up, and you're just like, holy shit, I'm changing my entire life. But staying motivated and rewarding yourself for meeting the milestones of the plan that you created is important, because you should reward yourself. And you've got to make sure that reflects the goal that you're trying to create. So if you're trying to create a weight loss goal, don't go out and eat 15 tons of ice cream afterwards. That'll be counterintuitive. But maybe go buy yourself, like, if I lose X amount of weight, I am going to go buy myself this nice thing that I really wanted for a long time, and blah, 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 blah. If your goal is to save money, then maybe go ahead and reward yourself with that decadent food that's something that you wouldn't normally get yourself, but isn't going to blow your budget. So, like, make your rewards reflect your motivation for your goal. Any thoughts from my other co-host on this? Creating goals?
No, this is great. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
You smashed
keep going.
it.
No, it all
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
All right.
Next.
All right, so tips. Write down your goals. Helps to visualize them, make them more tangible, and post them somewhere that you can see them. And as I discussed before, break them down into smaller tasks. So 3-month goals, easy to accomplish. Once you get into these larger, you need to create several steps. Celebrate your success. Stay flexible. This is what I want to ping on. You are going to fail at some point. None of us are perfect. As Matt says, like, and as many generals say, like, every plan is perfect until you start implementing it. So every battle plan is going to fail. So really think about where your personal fail points are for this. So if it's for working out and you've attempted to work out before, where does that fail for you? If you attempt to save money before, where does that fail for you? If you attempt to limit food or alcohol or something like that, where does that fail for you? And don't see it as a failure. See it as, like, I knew this was going to happen, had a setback, and here's how I can continue to move forward. So you don't have that uselessness of the New Year's resolution, the goal setting. Because you are going to fail. Every plan fails at some point. And when you take classes about goal setting, they're hoo-hoo, rah-rah. They don't talk about failure. And it feels like failure. And I'm pretty sure everybody who's listening has at some point been like, yeah, I set a New Year's resolution, and like 2 weeks later, it wasn't working, and I just couldn't get motivated to start again. So try to plan in how to motivate yourself back into your goal. Stay flexible and create a support system. So all the goals that the Foldies have shared here, like, if you want to put it in a threefold talk, like, we'd love to help motivate you, keep you positive. So if threefold talk is not the place to do it, there's other places. Enough sleep. Yes.
I'm just going to put them on screen as you finish up. So
These are great.
So yeah. So one of the big ones I created for myself this year is last year was a big reread season for me, and this year I want to only read new books. Now, the built-in, so, like, I listen to a lot of books. This is going to be an easy thing for me to accomplish for the most part, but I do have failure points built in. The new Percy Jackson series, or season 2 of Percy Jackson's coming out. I want to reread the relevant books of Percy Jackson. So I built that in. I'm going to be guesting on WoT the Adaptation to talk about The Expanse. So I'll be rereading those. There may be 1 or 2 other places, like I might want to reread Once in Truth just because it came out and my mind is still exploding from that. Anyways, I've built in failure points so when I say only new reads, like, that's not necessarily true, but I'm allowing myself some caveats. Also, sometimes, just if I'm in a bad mental health place, sometimes my comfort zone is books that I know. So Wheel of Time is one of those comfort zones. So if I or if I'm having trouble sleeping, re-listening to books that I know that I don't like, my brain isn't engaged. Like, my brain can just go shut down because I know what's about to happen. So I've allowed myself failure points in this goal that I have for this year. But it's, it's for this year. I've set a timeline. I've set boundaries. I think it's mostly accomplishable. I do have a couple of other goals that are a little personal. Maybe later this year I'll share them because I'm a little afraid of a failure on them, but I'm trying to be ambitious. But so what are some of you guys' goals?
I have a lot of goals this year, but one small goal that I'd like to, I have very little storage space. And I have a pretty decent sized apartment, but I basically just have my closet and the maiden's closet. And so all the Christmas decorations, all the kid stuff for when the maiden was little and all her little raids she did. I've got them all in boxes and all sorts of things. So I organized them really well when I moved here 3 years ago or 2 years ago in this apartment. Well, now it's just become kind of a shit show in my closet. So, I've got all these different types of crates, not the same ones. So they're all different sizes, all different shapes. Some of them are round, some of them are square, some of them have an inverted top, some of them have a bubble top. And so I want to pull things out. I'm going to take one box at least every month, if not twice a month, go through the box, get rid of some stuff, rebox the box, and set it to the side. And do that until all the boxes have been gone through. And then I'm going to purchase, if possible, the same crates to match and a shelving system to put in there by the end of the year. That's my long-term, I guess that's a midterm goal, but I could get it done in 4 months. I don't know. So it's not really super long. That's my specific goal that I really want to do. So that's my one goal. Yeah.
Yeah. And you set a timeline. You've got milestones. You got flex points. What are your possible failure points?
Oh, just not pulling the box out of the closet. And going through it. I mean, just not wanting to take the time to do it, but it makes me insane going into my closet, so I have to do it. So it's got to be at least one box a month. So see it, but that's doable. So I'm not going to do one every week because that would not be doable, but once a month at least I can do that.
All right, so achievable. Nice.
Yes.
Sounds
I don't
smart.
I don't like setting non-achievable goals. That doesn't make me feel good.
Everyone should have this
goal.
goal. Yeah, definitely.
I have a very specific reason to need to go visit her, and I literally last week remembered. Oh my god, I still haven't done that. After having forgotten for a significant amount of time. That wasn't my goal, but go ahead, Rob.
I have a one that might be scary to the three of you. So gird your loins. Mine is to go and jump into a giant box in the floor that is filled with water and then swim. This is the process of moving through said water from side to side and improve. Yeah, I basically go.
You don't just
jump at least I
water?
only got plants. At least I only got plants. I'm not trying to jump into water.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, many of you probably do know, I have an ankle that's giving up on me. Been doing that pretty much since COVID. It's quite weak. It's osteoarthritis, a couple other things in there as well. I have to get cortisone injections in it now to make it usable, especially during the cold weather. I recently got one of those just 3-4 weeks ago now. Where are we at? Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Already made a huge difference. And I want to take advantage of having that, a better working ankle or less painful ankle, combination of those things. And the fact that about 7 weeks ago, I got fixed shifts at work to get back into swimming. So I used to swim earlier last year. And I fell out of it during the summer because all the kids started coming in. They changed the schedule to suit a lot of families being off for the summer holidays and such. And I didn't have a fixed shift at work, so I could kind of like, on this day I'm actually off in the evening, so I can go here, but that day I'm working in the evening, so I've got to go during the day, and like I couldn't get a routine in place. The routine's really, really good for me for starting any process. So now that I have 6 shifts, now that I also have, the ankle in a better condition, and I'm, through the Christmas holidays, which are typically one of the busiest times of hospitality, I've set myself the goal of going to swimming every evening. Not every single evening. My flex is like 3 times a week to 5 times a week. 5 is the ideal goal, 3 is the minimum. And I'll swim sort of 40 to 50 lengths, which is, a kilometer or so. If those of you want to know freedom units, that's about 0.6 to 0.7 of a mile. I googled that earlier, so I can tell you that when I said this.
Thank you for the conversion.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I will not be swimming on Saturday and Sunday. Those will be my free days, because Saturday will be too full of families, and Sunday I work at times that make it not suitable to go. But I need to improve my overall fitness. So that's one of the things I want to achieve from it, and it will strengthen my ankle in a way that won't really increase the damage. And obviously, a byproduct of that will be, unless I decide to pig out 24/7, I will probably lose some weight as well, which will also be good for the ankle. So, like in January, I've set it to just January. My goal is to get going and achieve the minimum 3 times a week, ideally 5, and then I will reassess at the end of January. I think it's feasible for me to go 3 times a week. And if I'm really on it, I should be able to go 5, but that's like, 3 to 5 is the area to go for. So yeah.
That's great, because you've identified failure points, you've set a time limit, you've set goals, and you've got a first milestone where you're going to reassess and continue reevaluating your plan.
And I did actually go today earlier.
And you did go today!
I did go.
I
did the 40 lengths. I swam a kilometer. And I got off. I got out. I was waiting for the tram, and my body was just like, I haven't used those muscles in a while. But I plan to go tomorrow. I actually need to figure out when I wake up, when I can go, because the only time I could get my shopping delivered was like between 6 and 10 tomorrow night. So I was like, it depends what slot they give me for shopping. Depends when I can go swimming. But I will go again tomorrow. I really enjoyed it. So
yeah, and somebody who is very much commiserating with you, who is also about to give us a progress update. So Winter's Lady is giving you consolation, but her goal was to kneel, and because she had a broken left ankle, but she can now kneel a little and get up a lot faster. So that's amazing.
Oh, great.
Congratulations. I know at WoT Winter's Lady, like that was like you'd been working on that a lot and weren't quite there, but glad that you've made progress. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Well done.
That's
Great.
really cool.
Then Mel, we haven't forgotten you.
Yes. I'll keep it quick so we can get to our game. Maybe I shouldn't have gone last, but my goal is a midterm goal. It is an exactly 4-year-long goal for a very specific reason. I during the last certain presidential administration, I really struggled with keeping the balance in my life and not like getting really, really negative and letting that affect the rest of my life. I did set a goal during that time to, whenever I saw something that upset me or frustrated me, to take action, to do some sort of action thing. So I'm repeating that goal. It just happens to coincide with New Year's because, thanks. Yeah. I'm repeating that goal. Like whenever I see some new legislation or some new action that frustrates me, I'm going to take action and doing my civic duty, contacting my elected representatives or that sort of stuff, as a way of giving myself some way to act on the issues that I find frustrating. But the second part of that goal is, and I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do this, but is to be more cognizant of the fact that it can really affect the way I interact with other people, if I let myself go too far down the rabbit hole of paying attention to everything. So my second goal related to all of that is to try and maintain balance in my life and step away when it gets too much, because I know it's going to be a long haul and it's going to be really tough. So I know I need to keep it's a marathon, not a sprint mentality about everything having to do with that. So that is my resolution.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you definitely need to think about those failure points and milestones and check-in points. Because it sounds like you've got a good definition of what you want.
Yeah.
And sometimes a good action for that goal is to like balance it with like a ridiculous gift or something, like something that just makes you laugh, or like, sea otters, just playing around or something like,
well,
I think as joyous as that.
Support network will come in very handy. So when you are overwhelmed, having, like Ami said, like if you're just like, I just need all the baby critters and little bunnies eating lettuce and puppies puppying and kittens kittening, and like we want to see O'Near and like,
oh, he's sleeping on the bed now.
Oh,
he stayed with me until 3 a.m. last night, and I know that because Meg Moz messaged me late during the Dusty Wheel, and my phone went off, and I was like, 3:15. He saw me roll over, look at my phone. He's like, I'm going to sleep downstairs now, and he got off the bed.
He's like, way to go, you moved.
Rude, Dusty Wheel. Rude Dusty Wheel. How dare, this is all Dusty Wheel's fault.
Yeah. Sorry to totally. Yes, all the buddies buddying and the cat.
But again, Mel, this is up to you to create. So now we've got a PowerPoint to help you create a plan so you can stay sane in the next 2 years. So, like, who knew a PowerPoint could help with that?
Yeah. I've just like, that's the thing that's going to be tough, is I've got to find the balance between staying informed, which is going to be very imperative for me, and also finding joy, still finding joy. So, that's what I'm planning to do.
And I think people have a struggle with that frequently when they come down to goals. It's like, it's between the stringency of sticking to the goal and also still finding joy, and like regardless of whatever it is. So like if it's a fitness goal, if it's a financial goal, if it's a career goal, sometimes you put so much pressure on yourself to focus on that you lose the joy of the goal, or the purpose of the goal. So and believing there's no singular formula for that. Every goal is unique to each individual, so we could all have the same goal and we would execute it different ways.
This is true.
Before we move to our game, can I ask one favor?
Yeah.
Rob, can you just go like this for a second?
Is that going to bring you joy?
Just for me.
Bring me joy. Bring me joy.
A little bit harder.
Give me a moment.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
I'm giggling, all right?
You can giggle and swing your head.
I just saw it flipping back there, so. Yes! So beautiful.
Yes,
I
folks.
love that ponytail.
If you're not aware, I've never ever grown my hair before, and a couple of years ago I figured out that if I shave the sides like an undercut, it makes it less irritating, and thus I can do it. So I grew it for cosplay, and then I've spent my life being complimented on the thickness of my hair and how great it is and how women are generally jealous of it. And as such, I was just like, well, I can't donate blood anymore because they just told me not to. So, like, why didn't I grow my hair and donate that to a kids' cancer charity? So I've been growing it. I've been growing it for a couple of years.
That's an excellent goal.
And I've probably got at least a couple years more to go. But yeah,
I think
it's gonna take
technically
this-
you only need 10 inches depending on the organization.
Yeah, but it's taken me 2 years to get this.
And the healthiness. You have to
So,
like, it can't
yeah.
be like 10 inches of half dry split end.
Or like, I can't donate my hair because I dye it. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
not that I would ever like cut
Yeah.
my
So you'll
hair.
see this occasionally. Like it's now at the length for it. Like it will sit over my shoulder type thing.
I know, I love it. I could just see it like resting there, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
So yeah, I can. Yeah. Anyway.
Thank
So
you
just put
for
it there. You're welcome for the joy.
humoring me.
It's fine. Folks, if you come to conventions, you can see it in person. I like messing with it. In fact, it was so talked about that
Oh,
there was
Rob,
actually.
we didn't talk about the biggest Daily Veil news.
Oh shit! I even loaded up the picture for that. Anyway, let's play our game. Let's play our game, and then we'll finish.
Yeah,
it.
announce it at the end.
We made a game. Look, Mel made a wheel. Let's play with this.
I made a wheel.
Yeah.
So
Mel, how
we
does this
thought it
wheel
would
work?
be funny to take traditional New Year's resolutions. These are actually taken from various lists of like the top most common New Year's resolutions, and figure out which Wheel of Time characters would make these resolutions. That's about the extent of the game. So you are feel free to weigh in as we make these decisions. I think what we should do in the interest of time is just spin the wheel and like one person gets to claim a person. Like not everybody have to claim the thing for everybody.
Oh,
Improve performance on my job.
Yeah,
Elida.
that one.
Oh,
You say Elida too?
Yeah.
Winning.
I was gonna say Galad, but okay.
I was gonna say Galad too. Yeah.
Yes, all right, so we're split.
Damn, Andorian.
Save more money.
Save more money. Who's
Ooh.
the
Bail Doman.
Or Bail Doman?
I was gonna say the Rebel Tower.
That's a good.
Wait, no. Book 1, Matt Coffin. No,
Aw.
season 1, Matt
Season
Coffin.
1!
Season 1
Season
Matt
1.
Cobbin.
Yes, season
Poor
1,
guy.
Matt Coffin.
Poor guy. Aw.
Alright,
So we
next
can
is-
get a new shirt.
So we can get it. Yeah.
or a bubble for his sisters.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing.
Or get home to his sisters.
What? So,
This
Light
could
Play
be
Neutral
either
is asking if these are resolutions
make
they
or
would make
should
or
make.
should make, and I'm gonna go with would.
Would.
Would make. Yeah. Would
Yeah.
make.
Maybe should sometimes, but would. Yeah. So. All right. I
I guess, yeah. If you think about Elida, she would never think she was bad at her job.
You're welcome,
This is true.
Tava, and have a good
That's
night. I know
true.
you've got to go.
Bye,
Hi,
Tava.
Tava. I mean, oldies, feel free to put suggestions in the chat.
Yeah.
Ooh, I go fast, so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you're mad at our suggestions, sorry. Ha ha ha. Let's go.
Go.
But feel free to speak your mind. We still respect you.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I mean,
learn a new skill or a hobby. Oh, this is
Aggie,
is
always.
I mean, she does always want to learn new things. Yeah, it's not like she needs to, but she always wants to.
true.
Yeah, which
I was also going to say Andrew.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's valid. He
Yeah.
would.
Any guy Shan.
And let's give Elaine some cred. She also likes to tinker and learn new
This
things.
is true.
She
Yeah,
does.
slide
Yeah, I think the power
Oh
trio
my God.
always like, or
For
the
the-
power quadruplet.
But the saving money one day is for Luca.
Oh, saving money for sure, Dana. For sure.
sure.
Yeah, there we go. Andrew's already been appeared for this one. I love that. Okay, good options here.
I love it.
Put drink better wines up there. That's
always a goal.
Yeah, there was a drink less, and I was very much contemplating a drink more option as well. Travel more.
Travel more.
The Sancha.
That's terrible.
That was exactly what I came up in my
Winner. Done. Moving on.
Oh, my blinded fool says Jane Farsighter.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Reduce stress.
Oh, I've got a good one for that one.
All of them. Everybody needs to fucking reduce their stress.
Leandrin. In the books.
Rand Althor.
Rand Althor.
I think Nynaeve's goal is to help Lan reduce his stress.
That's true. That's
I think we should give this ironically to
so
show
is Morales. What?
Oh, show Adelaide. So she's just
I love her.
I'm yet to see her stress.
Take off your shirts.
Exactly.
It's fine. It's fine.
Girl
you can totally take off your shirts.
Yeah.
Can I ask a dumb question? Just because you brought up Adelaide in the show.
Yeah.
Did she go to Kyrian with the rest of them? She traveled with Baron down to the tower or somewhere, and then she just disappeared, right? Like we never saw her again.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. I was just like, did we ever see her again?
No. There are many options for reduce stress though. Like I know that one was a jokey one for me, but there's a lot. A lot of them just need to reduce their stress, don't they?
Yeah, that's why I said everybody. Everybody
Everybody.
to reduce their stress.
Everybody.
But it is a stressful
That does
time.
feel like a very Asmodean one too.
True.
I feel like Asmodean is someone trying to help people reduce their stress, ironically.
Yeah. Exercise more.
All the Aiel.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
And it always our resolutions.
This is also the water resolution. It's like the mandatory one that comes in the force at the beginning of each year. You know,
it is not Elaine's resolution. I will say who it's not. It is not Elaine's resolution. She's like, I'm just gonna sit in a bath.
Beds and baths. I love her.
Chill
Woman after my own heart.
No, not
No. Wood, guys. We're not doing shoulds. We're doing woods. Amazing. The Chafail too.
Chafail definitely would.
They really want to exercise more.
Resolutions are stupid.
Shal Vannon would definitely be like, resolutions are stupid. So this is what you guys, all of you who said Vannon were very much.
You are one early. Yeah.
You guys were early.
But yeah,
I pegged Matt for this, but
this is the Matt one. Yeah,
That's definitely a good one.
I don't know. I feel like
Swan Sanche also probably.
Yeah, that's very possible. So
hers is take over the world, and I don't think that's one of the like typical resolutions.
Yeah. She wouldn't call it that because that would be like real basic.
She would she would tell people resolutions are stupid because, you know, like of course she doesn't have to tell the truth anymore. And but meanwhile she's like, but I'm actually gonna take over the world. So
yeah. All right, last couple.
Have I missed the kiss?
I didn't put the kiss in this one. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. I just really love that kiss.
Spend more time with family and friends.
Perrin and Fael.
Wait. Okay, well, yeah, Perrin can do the second one. I'm not sure he can do the first one.
Hey,
he found a kid leader who was like, I never met you, and he was so excited.
That's dumb.
And Fael is his new family, and at some point they're gonna have kids. So
and he's got a father-in-law and a mother-in-law.
Who kind of respect him.
I would have to say, is Carrie still here? Carrie is still here.
Doesn't matter.
Probably.
She shows up anyway.
Full spoilers.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I would say Damodred.
What?
Or Demandred. No, Demandred. Sorry. Demandred. So he makes a goal and he attains his goal. He gets to spend more time with his new family and friends.
Luciferin for shoulds. Oh my
Are
god.
you saying because they get fired?
No, because he meets his new family in Shara, and like he has his goal.
As the what's his name?
He attains his goal.
Yeah, the dude. Yeah.
Starts with the B, right?
Yeah, whatever his name
is.
All right, last one, and then we'll reveal that final piece of news, folks, and wrap it up for our first stream of 2025. Eat healthier.
Ooh,
Definitely not Priyanka. She likes her snacks.
Alana.
Alana eats pretty healthy already.
True, Alana. I feel like Priyanka would also like snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
who was
she eats healthy
with...
snacks.
Wasn't there somebody who just like? Oh, it was Avienda, right? Because she kept complaining about how Elaine liked her sweets, and she got like a taste for Elaine's sweets.
She would make a resolution for Elaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she would herself too, because she was like, she had one of those sweets like once a month, and she would be like, no, that's inappropriate. That's making me soft.
Well, and Elaine's I'm gonna eat healthier is I'm not listening to any of my freaking midwives. I'm gonna eat what I want.
No more
This is not healthy for me.
Nobody needs more goat milk.
No one needs more goat milk.
I love goat milk though. Have you ever had goat milk? It's actually
I mean, I like
had it at WoT Holiday.
I do love goat milk.
I do too. So when we did our blender thing for WoT Holiday, I had to buy goat milk. And then I had a bunch of goat milk left over because it doesn't come, and it was actually quite tasty. I used it on cereal and
way better.
Yeah,
I personally think it's way better than cow's milk.
It's better for you, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it's just
all the bugs also got eaten, by the way.
Yes, that's right. The bugs got eaten at school.
At school.
Nice.
By not me.
By not you.
I threw out the catfish.
Yeah,
I'm still using the edible glitter though, all over the place. So.
Oh god.
Yeah, you are.
That's been like my favorite purchase so far.
Oh,
amazing. Yeah, we should announce something.
Yeah, what I didn't know what you're talking about. I know.
They've been on sale for almost 48 hours, folks. I am pleased. Finally, I did make the announcement, but that they were going on sale, but now they are on sale, folks. You can now purchase your tickets for MalkierCon 2025. So it's going to be a week earlier this time, the 29th to the 31st of August. We will be at the Holiday Inn again. But yeah, tickets are on sale now. Let me take down that banner so you can actually see the web address. www.malkiertalks.com/MalkierCon will take you to the page. You will have to join as a member. There we go, this way. You will have to join as a member on the website this year. Just adds an extra level of security and allows me greater freedom with sending up the stream links and things like that to ensure that only people who purchase the tickets can actually get them. Folks, by the way, if you joined us last year virtually, I will be reaching out to you about a little something I'm doing to make up for last year because it wasn't as good as it should be. But yeah, write down those days, folks. 29th to the 31st of August in Prague. No room. There's no room block open just yet. I'm still just finalizing the details with I'm taking this down because you're all killing me right now.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rob.
I was trying to see how long I can keep it going. I was like, no, it's too much.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
The spirit fingers from Leigh-A were killing me. So the room block will come as soon as we get the last minutes, the last bits of it sorted. But yeah, we've done a couple of extra things this year. Firstly, we are making Wheel of Time fandom in August again. That is purely obviously.
I mean, I now have to acknowledge August as a month. So
yes,
fuck you, Rob.
Yeah. We will make you like August, folks. Trust me, we will make it happen. Zachariah asking about the admission tickets. So our standard ticket has not changed in price. It's still £95. That's what it was last year. That's what it is this year. The t-shirts option add-on has not changed in price at all. That's still just £20 add-on. But what we have done this year is we've added, so we got a lot of feedback last year, that some sort of collective meal would be great. A lot of people said that would be something, you know, that they would enjoy if it was something we could put together, even if it increased price. We thought we would split the difference because some people were like, no, I'm not interested in food, doesn't matter. And that's totally fine, which we get. Some people are like, you know what, I don't need to do the big group dinner. That's, you know, not something they feel comfortable around. So we split the difference. We've made it an add-on option. So anyone who wants to do it can come and join us if they buy the ticket that has that included. Obviously, there's one that's the standard ticket and the dinner, and then standard ticket and the t-shirt, and then standard ticket and both add-ons. So it's very clearly put in there, and there's like, but it's a 3-course meal on the Friday nights in the hotel restaurant, and that is £30 add-on. I can't remember. It's listed on the site. I did set this up like 3 weeks ago. So it's August, a European measure. Join us and find out. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is this a
I mean, can I
waffle?
just
Jaffa?
again throw props to the breakfast at the hotel? So
It's
if
so
they make
good.
that good of breakfast, and I actually did order one
So
meal
this is the
from
same
them.
hotel, Rob?
Yeah,
We're at
Yeah.
the same hotel. So for anyone's
Good
curious, because
food.
we had spoken about moving restaurants and looking at other options and things like that. Prague is just really, really popular in, let me Americanize it for a moment, really popular in the fall, or the autumn as we like to say over here.
Well, August and September is like
Say
vacation
autumn.
months for Europeans.
There's a lot, you know, the tail
There's
end
a
of
lot of
summer
countries
holidays.
that have, like week-long holidays.
It's great weather in a lot of places. It really
Yeah.
it makes a lot of sense. But also just Prague is like just a really busy place. So we went looking at other places, and places that would have been suitable, just not available, basically. So we're going to, you know, look earlier to see if there are other options. Not because we're like we have to move or anything like that, but just, you know, we want somewhere that we can grow in as well. And I don't think the Holiday Inn is going to be that long term for us. But yeah, please consider joining. Virtual tickets are not on sale yet, but they will go on sale eventually. And remember, folks, if you did join us virtually last year, I will be reaching out because we'll be making up for that. So come to my Mercury Concept and -3 to -1. Oh. But yeah, folks.
I love you, Foldies. You guys' comments are always the best.
Amazing.
That's great. That's brilliant. I'm gonna. Do you know what? I feel like that might have to be a ribbon. MercuryCon 25, September -3 to -1, and then if you know, you know. So, but that's it, folks. So those are on sale now. You can come and join us, and like all the other details such as guests and room blocks and things like that will come as and when I can confirm them. Am I working on great guests? Of course I am. I'm schmoozing and doozing and trying to get something very, 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 very special. We'll see what we can do. No promises. No promises, but I'm trying.
Good.
I'm shooting for the moon. So, all right, that was a really good show. I had a lot of fun.
Happy New Year!
Happy New
everybody.
Year!
Happy New Year! And definitely
Welcome.
let us know about your goals.
Yes, I was going to say,
If you want to share.
if you want to share, throw them in the comments below. Also, like on the game, comment on like, hey, you should have picked this person or that person type thing. That would be great to see. But yeah, come and follow us on social media. You can find us on BlueSky. It is at Malkier Talks. No, at Threefold Talks.
Talks.com.
Yes. The link is in the description, as is all of our individual BlueSky account links. You can join the Discord server, link in the description, and hang out with the other Foldies in Discord there. If you don't know how Discord works, join anyway and ask us, and we will help you. But yeah, come and join us. We'll be back every Thursday night and having a lot of fun. So please come and join us as we get ready for season 3, which comes in 10 weeks' time.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
70 days to go. And if you don't know how I know that, folks, I'm literally doing a countdown with reels every day. I'm posting one. So
Nice.
yeah, we've done 20, 70 to go.
So soon.
So soon. That's going to go so quick, people, honestly.
I'm
But yeah.
so-
But yeah, just come and join us every week and have fun. And until next time, folks, please go out there, and I hope you find yourself a lot of love, water, and shade. So bye.
Bye.